Well, it's rare that you would have the question posed, is it too powerful, right? Always more power, baby. But I do want to talk about that in this video as we look at the Olight PL-2 Valkyrie weapon light. That's what we're looking at here. Hey folks, welcome to the channel. Welcome to another episode here at Gideon's Tactical. I've really had a good chance to mount this light to my Glock 19. Have gone out to the range, used it a couple times, really gotten a good feel for it, things I like about it, things I don't. And one thing I want to answer in this video is it too powerful? Is 1200 lumens on a pistol light a little too excessive? We're going to hit that today. I'm going to talk about what the things I like, things I don't, and we're going to definitely answer that question. Going to clear the firearm for us here as we look at the light. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into some basic specs here and some things that were really nice for me right out of the gate. First off, no tools required attachment, which is fantastic. It has this little lever right here. You just move it forward. The thing's gonna fall right off, and then you just slide it back on. It does have a Picatinny attachment as well as a Glock attachment. I thought they were the same. I did realize that they were not. So the Gen 5 will fit on the Picatinny one, but the Gen 4 and back on Glocks, you'll need the little attachment, and that is through this little, let me see if I can get it here. They will give you a spare one of these to fit one of the older designed Glocks. So that is awesome right out of the gate. I don't have to have a screwdriver. I don't have to have any sort of tool. I just click it on here. It really seats well and is accessible. That's the other thing, is that these are muted switches on either side, so totally ambidextrous, righties, lefties. The switches will not make noise when you hit it. I mean, you barely hear the noise. Now, there are a couple different ways that you can use the light. Now, the first one is if you just hold, you're going to actuate the light, and then when you let go, it'll just turn off instantly. Or you can tap it, and it will stay consistently on. So that's a nice feature that you have as well. Then you just tap it again. And again, I can easily hit that, actuate it. Or there's a third feature. Now, again, if you're holding the firearm like this, you would have access with your lower thumb here. If you push both buttons at the same time, warning, strobe feature coming, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now you have that strobe feature, again, 1200 lumens. Then you tap them both again, they're off. So I would say that the buttons are easy to actuate. The attachment is fantastic, super quick, very solid, no wobble, no rattle, even during the firing and going to the range, using this guy, practicing with it, doing that type of thing. Because this is my first weapon light for a pistol. I've been running some weapon lights on my shotguns and ARs recently, but I've not yet done one on a pistol. This is my very first jump into that. And so, I was like, yeah, these are the Valkyrie line, and they have, I believe, 3 different ones. They have the Mini, they have the PL-1, and then they have this PL-2, have all, been on my radar. And that there's a reason for that. I love Olight lights. I have many of them. They've always worked really well for me. Now, some other aspects to the light as well. You have this nice, I don't know, chamfered maybe tooth set up here. So again, you could use this as a non-lethal in that regard, and it'll keep it about about an inch away from the muzzle, so that if you were in a super close quarter situation, the firearm will continue to function and wouldn't get jammed up against the assailant's body. So that is a plus as well. So you got about an inch sticking out away from your firearm. Now, obviously, if you're concealed carrying this firearm, this does mean that it makes the whole profile about an inch longer. So without the batteries, it's going to come in at 2.82 ounces, nice and lightweight. Didn't throw off the balance for me. I did not drop any in my accuracy when I was using it at the range. And then that will bring us to the power. This guy is run off of 2 CR123 batteries, so 2 of them run in here. Pretty easy to install. You just have this little switch. That's it. Easy to put in there. Close itself back up. So, I mean, this is a compact little light. A little bit bigger than some of the other ones that you'll see. A lot of them will just run off of one of those CR123 lights. It's going to give you a maximum distance of 235 meters, and this thing, I'm telling you, throws like a bazooka. This is like a light bazooka, and this is how, as we're transitioning now to the power point and just whether or not this is too powerful. Is this too much light for a pistol? So 235 meters, this thing will throw forever. And again, starting at 1200 lumens, and then as time goes on, it will wane down to 600 lumens before it completely dies out. And it will run for about an hour and 10 minutes, 70 minutes total runtime on continuous running. So those are the aspects to the light, and this is a very powerful pistol light. And so when we think of most things in life, as I alluded to a little earlier, more powerful the better. Give me a V8 engine, don't give me a V6. Give me a turbo or, a supercharger. Give me a larger caliber firearm. Give me more lumens. More lumens, the better. The more powerful it is. And our minds think that way. I think humanity, in a way, the bigger the better. That's just the way we are designed. And what I am discovering is in a complete darkness, right? And this is where I am setting up my scenario. Your scenario may be different. I'm either deciding to conceal carry this firearm, and it is now, on my person, and I'm walking home late at night, or something like that with my wife in a dark part of town, or just by myself, whatever. Or it's 2 a.m, all the lights are off in my house, and I hear an assailant and breaking in, and I don't know what they're going to do to my family. And so I reach for the firearm next to my bed. Boom, here it is, and I have this Olight PL-2 Valkyrie attached. In very low light or darkness, it, in my opinion, for a pistol, is too powerful. It hurt my eyes when I would let my eyes get adjusted to a certain light in the low light, and then boom, I would hit it on. It would take me an extra second to even really realize what was going on. It would throw off, obviously, my night vision, and then it was just so powerful it would hurt my eyes almost at close distances. I'm talking about inside a room, which is where you're going to be using this on a pistol 99.9% of the time. You're going to be within probably 3 meters, of an assailant. If you're doing more than that, you probably shouldn't be using a pistol regardless, and particularly in a self-defense situation, it ain't going to turn out well for you after it's all over, and people are really going to be looking at you, was that really self-defense? And so you're going to be very close to an assailant if you're using this in the layout that 99% of us are going to be using the light. It was just overbearing and overpowerful for me. Now, the focus point was great. Obviously, it would totally disorient an assailant, and absolutely, but it's also disorienting me for about a second longer than I prefer. And so, if you need a light for super long distance, I think this is fantastic on your pistol. If you need to see far, far away and you're not looking at it in the scenario that I am, or possibly during daylight hours, and you're wanting to use it in it's high noon, and something is happening and you want that light, this will absolutely cut through daylight and disarm and disorient somebody. So that is a positive, and that definitely would be a scenario where I see this benefiting more than lower lumen weapon lights. But I honestly kept thinking to myself, man, this would be great on my AR, for longer distances for a nightlight. This power and this throw of 200 and whatever it is, 35 meters. But for a pistol, it's just overkill, in my opinion. And if I was looking at weapon lights and you're looking at what Olight produces, I would look at either the PL-1 or I would be looking at the Mini Valkyrie. And both of those are going to be not only cheaper, but they're going to be right around the 400 lumens, and I believe be much more reasonable for that closer quarter, close combat, close scenario assailant situation that a pistol would be used in. Again, if this was an AR attachment, boom, this thing would be phenomenal. For my pistol, I just think it's too powerful. And so this will lead us into price real quick, and just competitive options that are out there that I'm seeing, particularly from Olight. And Olight did send this over to me, guys. Just because a company sends me a product does not mean I'm going to give it a rave review. And there are times where it either just doesn't fit a system, and I'm going to tell you the truth, or it just is not good value maybe, or whatever. For me, I just feel like it's overkill for the scenario of a pistol. And I'm going to tell you the truth on that. And so you're always going to get honest feedback, truth told to you when I do a gear review. There's nothing wrong with this. It's just would be better suited, I believe, for a rifle or something like that. So this guy's going to run $100, and we'll have links in the description below if this or other Valkyrie line models would stand out to you. This guy is about $100. Amazon Blade HQ, links below. Thank you guys for your support using those hyperlinks. We'll also have links over to the Olight store. Also, the original one, the PL-1, is going to be about $60. That only uses one battery. It's a little bit lighter, and again, That guy's going to be 450 lumens. And then there is the Mini, and that guy is not only USB rechargeable, so there's lots of options with that guy, the PL Mini, and that one's 400 lumens at $80. And I do want to try that one out because that one I think sits a little better with me in the lumen range. It's more the power needed, in my opinion, for a pistol. We'll try that out. Hopefully we'll do a video down the line on that. But guys, I just want to thank you for coming over here today and checking out the channel. I hope this video has shown you what my feeling is on the PL-2 from Olight. Good quality product, just overkill in my opinion. So thank you guys so much. You are awesome. Check us out on all the relevant social media, links below. If you're a current subscriber, thank you for your support. If you're a new subscriber, thank you so much. If you're considering subscribing or you haven't considered, I would invite you to become part of the GT family, throwing up videos like this every single week to giving you guys full, honest reviews and content from every type of gear angle possible. So, guys, finally, always remember, stay equipped, stay prepared. We'll see you out there.